Hey, good morning, guys. Dave in Kentucky here. Slurping some Guatemalan. Gonna get a shave. What we're gonna use today? I was watch. It's one of the YouTubers I watch is Okie Shaver, and assume he's from Oklahoma. Anyway, but he had used some Williams the other day, and I thought, it's been a while since I've used any of mine, so grab my. I don't know if you can make it out, the logo on it there. J.B. Williams and Company, Glastonbury, Connecticut, USA. Anyway, Williams shave stick. It's not an actual shave stick. When I got it, it was an empty leather container. I liked it because I used to be up in the Philadelphia area. This is from Evans Department Store. They had a number of locations there in Philly. So what I did was just compressed made out of, this is some vintage Williams. I'm pretty sure it's a Tonsorial. It was a Tonsorial puck. And just wrap some aluminum foil around it and slid it in. So I made my own shave stick to be able to use this thing. Anyway, so we're going to use that, and we're going to top it off. Since we're using the vintage, I'm going to continue with some very vintage Aquavelva, and you'll notice the color's different on this, and I always indicate, so if you're a regular watcher you already know, but those that may be new to watching this, different scent than the Aquavelva you have nowadays. This is more of a vetiver to me. And then we're going to use a Wade and Butcher double edge, very renowned for their straight razors. So I've got the case, it's missing the backboard here, has one of their curved blades in it. They're pre-curved and solid. You can modify a modern blade to use in the razor. Anyway, it's got their trademark logo on it and says Wade and Butcher. Underneath it, there's nothing really that I can see, but you'll notice it has square pegs. So they were a proprietary blade. And a lot of people like the old handles on these to use on other razors. So anyway, that poison ivy has bubbled, and I've cut some stuff off. So I'm expecting some blood in some areas under the chin and around here. But we'll go with it, right? And I apologize, I didn't really do any research to find out the date on when this razor was produced. We'll see how the video goes. If it doesn't go too long, I'll try to pull something up for you. I didn't even pick a brush. Nothing's pre-soaked. I guess we're going synthetic. Did I mention it's early? Early on a Sunday morning. I'll just grab something. The Kentuckian by Knothead. Anyway, I emailed Patrick, Okie Shaver, asked for his shipping address to send him a few things, because he tends to use some older gear as well as newer. He, like myself and a lot of those that may watch my channel, he likes some of the vintage stuff. I think I got the cart in front of the horse though, because then I looked at his channel and the videos he's had. He's been at it for about 3 years doing some YouTube videos. Dude's got his mount as much stuff as I do, from what I could see. Sunray and Everready and Big Fellow, all the typical things, so I don't know that I've got anything to share with him or not, but I think we can come up with something. Been at it a while, and I really like his content. So shout out to you, Patrick. I like the calm, relaxed atmosphere. Highlights the gear. Gives you a little story. And he's been sitting at like 90 something, 93 subs after 3 years. You know, he's probably like me, doesn't really care. Show him some love. I'm going to put his a link in my description to his channel. And if you don't care, not that I have a huge number of subscriptions, but you regulars that are on here are a solid crew, and I appreciate you all. And any new ones that come along. But if you don't care, you have time, you'd like to see someone else with some similar content, I encourage you to go over and check out the Oki Shaver. All right. Now, I haven't looked, but I can about guarantee you that I have a Wizamet in this. Since it's my preferred blade. And so, obviously it took some modifying to use it in here. You basically have to nip out the square. You have to turn that round hole into a square hole so it can accept the square peg. And if you do, you'll be rewarded with a great shaver. It would be cool to have a template for it. Be able to just stamp over a blade and get the cutout you need. But it's not that big of a deal. That splurge razor for my anniversary was picked up and finally came in from Greece. Land Athena. Really nice shaver, just as I remembered it from over a year ago when I used it on video. And I'll use that maybe on my next video in a week or so. And we'll go over things about it. getting a really nice shave with this. I'm not a huge fan of open combs. I'm a daily shaver, so I don't need that the combs instead of a straight bar for longer hairs to go through it. But the angle you hold, it's not an uncomfortable shave at all. Let me pop this back in the stick back in here. I think I've got enough suds here. Plenty for a third pass. So the Wade & Butcher is a razor that does not pop up often, but they do. I actually had one and then saw this one pop up with the case instead of just the box. You normally see it come with the box. And I really wanted the case, so I got it and then sold mine. A decent condition one will fetch in the $30 to $50 range. Unless you've got two people that are desperate and really, really want it when it shows up, because they don't show up often, and it can get bid higher. But it gives you an idea what you can expect to pay on that popular auction site. Of course, you could just end up fortunate and find it in a local antique store for something reasonable too. So, anybody out there got a Wade & Butcher? Have you had one? Did you modify a blade to give it a shot? I honestly can't remember what I did to modify it all. I will tell you, I'm pretty certain that all I did was use some very small snips for like from a first aid kit, maybe for gauze or something, with a very narrow snipper, and hollowed out that opening enough to get the blade, like I said, with the round hole over a square peg. And I think I went, you're not going to get it perfect, obviously. You can't without like a stamp or something, stamp kit to do it, which would be nice. But then you just have to make sure you watch that blade and align it properly when you tighten it up, and then it's not an issue. All right, a little bit of witch hazel here. All right, so didn't get the blood over here I expected. I felt like I took off the top of that thing under my chin. I just noticed yesterday when I shaved, it had bubbled up and caught it. All right, this one, the bottle, the label looks a little Weathered, of course, from age, but stuff inside the juice is great. Got a little W for Williams on the cap top there. It's not a heavy burn at all. You do feel the alcohol. There is a burn, but not bad. Yeah, nice Vetiver type scent. Anyway, so there you have it. We used the Williams shave stick, which was one I formed out of a Tonsorial puck. Top things off with the Williams Aqua Velva. And a Wade & Butcher double edge open comb. Wade & Butcher handle is kind of distinct, similar to a Durham duplex handle. You see some of them, but nice heft to it. Anyway, like I said, if you don't mind, go and give some love over there to Patrick Okie Shaver. If you've not seen his channel, I have a feeling you'd enjoy it if you're here enjoying mine, and appreciate you being here. Be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the pages of the forum.